Hey there guys, Kinniku Ninja here. Now, a few weeks ago I made a video on my channel about my experience losing a lot of weight. I'll link that above up there. I must say, I didn't really make it for my YouTube channel per se. I just made it because I get asked quite a lot through like direct messages and stuff like that. How did I lose all my weight, or how did I get so strong, etc, etc. So I just made it as a quick way of responding to those people rather than typing out what I did time and time again. It's like, here, watch this. And then they got my experience and my story. Anyway, that video kind of took off, and a lot of people in the comments have been saying, but how do you get so strong? So here's my experience of what I've done to make those muscle gains. Before we start, I need to reiterate that I am not a personal trainer and I am not a doctor, and I don't have any sort of personal trainer or fitness qualification. I do have 7 years of gym experience, however, and I have competed alongside elite athletes, professional athletes as well, in the sport of Ninja Warrior, so, well, I kind of know what I'm talking about. Got my own sort of theories going on, how things should be done. Alright, let's get into it. So, muscle building. Let's say you want to make a lot of muscle, a lot of strength gains. So you need to be in a 200 to 500 calorie surplus every day. Yes, that means going back to MyFitnessPal and working out how much calorie you get every single day. I know now that I need 1,750 calories every single day to maintain my muscle form. Any more than that, I'll just put on weight. Or any less than that is when I'll start losing weight. And you might think that's a very small number, and that's because I'm not very tall. I'm only 164 centimeters, 164, which is not very tall at all. But yeah, if I want to lose weight, I need to make sure I'm burning less calories than that. If I want to make muscle gains, or especially on a heavy training day, if I'm getting up, I'm going to spin class and I'm going to work and I'm going to go lift or climb or do calisthenics, whatever, then I need to be on 2,200 calories per day. You'll notice when I say size and gain size and strength, they're two separate things. They're not just building muscle. I mean, if you look at bodybuilders versus climbers, for example, both are incredibly strong in their field, but they have completely different markups. Bodybuilders are huge, climbers not very big, but they're super, super strong. I suppose gymnasts could go in that category as well. But yeah, it all comes down to the way they train and their diets. And for bodybuilders as well, there's some sort of outside influences as well, which I must say that most people, especially for the everyman as well, natural is definitely the way forward. You don't need any of those sort of things to make muscle gains, especially if you're doing it properly. So yeah, calorie surplus, and make sure your calories come from decent food. Don't just come and pile down all the sugar just to, or sweets, whatever it is you want, just to get those calorie numbers up. You need to make sure that you've got a decent high protein diet. I mean, you know what food you should be eating. Just make sure it's like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Again, MyFitnessPal or other calorie counting apps will show you exactly what you're getting. It doesn't matter if it's meat-based or plant-based or a mixture of the two, which is what I have. I eat meat and vegetables. Just make sure that you eat well and you look after yourself. Eat sensibly. Get a nice varied diet. You are what you eat after all. I mean, yeah, you can treat yourself every now and then, but you should make sure you eat sensibly. A nice rounded diet. Meat, fish, nuts, any green vegetables, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. Just make sure it's good, healthy choices. A really good tip is to make sure that you don't really focus on the bad foods that you know you're having that you shouldn't be. Focus on the good foods that you know you're not having that you should be. Sleep. All the hard work that you do in the gym doesn't change your body whilst you're working out. It changes you whilst you're asleep. So make sure you get at least 8 hours of sleep every single night. Good quality sleep is what you need to change your body. Training. So every body is different and reacts differently. Thanks Jack's Blade for that one. But what you need to keep in mind, it depends on what your goals are. If you want to be a bodybuilder, and if you want to be a climber, there's some sort of different regime for everyone. But no matter what it is that you want to do, there's lots of programs available for free online of those. I've not made any of them, but I know if you hit Google, you'll be able to find something that's good and stick to it. What you need to remember though is you need to have full range of motion. So when people are doing pull-ups, I see them quite often doing this. Like they hang at this height and they pull the bar to this height and they go this high, this low, this high, this low, this high. And it shouldn't be like that at all. It should be all the way down to dead hang. Squeeze and then pull so the bar touches your chest and your chin goes over the top and all the way down. There's videos of me on my channel doing pull-ups the way they should be. You see people bench pressing just a little bit like this, and again the bar should touch your chest and all the way, almost a full extension. Don't lock out your elbows and down like that. What I'll do in the description is I'll link a few channels that show you how to perform certain exercises, but I'm always going to be available in the comments. If you've got any questions on how to do certain lifts, please do let me know. So full range of motion. Again, there's no shame in lifting a light weight. I say light like that because lots of people say, oh, you need to be lifting heavy. Well, heavy it's subjective, isn't it? What's heavy for me might not be heavy for you, or what's heavy for you might not be heavy for me. When I first started in the gym, I could barely bench press 30 kilograms. And now my max bench press is 130 kilograms. That's a heavy weight for me. But you know, if you're in the game of strongman, 130 kilograms might be a warm-up. It's subjective. There's no shame in lifting a lightweight as long as you're doing it properly. There's every shame in lifting something that's far too heavy for you with improper form. Progressive overload. Gradually increase the stress on your muscles. So if 1 week you can do 3 sets of 10, try doing 3 sets of 12 or 3 sets of 14 or 4 sets of 14 with the same weight, or try and up that weight depending on what you're doing. Progressive overload really helps. And intensive volume. Volume is weight times reps times sets. I particularly on the big lifts, I like to do pyramid sets and supersets. And now again, I'm what they call, I'm probably an advanced athlete because I can bench more than double my body weight. I can pull up with my body weight attached to me, like I can one arm pull up, and all that sort of thing. So for me, this is what I need to stress my muscles enough. So I'll do a pyramid set with supersets. So for example, when the gym's open, thanks lockdown, when the gyms are open, I'll start off my bench press with 60 kilograms. After I've warmed up properly, I'll start, 60 kilograms, and I'll do 15 reps of 60 kilograms. And then as soon as that's done, I'll go and do 10 push-ups. That's set 1. Set 2 could be 70 kilograms, 12 sets, 10 push-ups. And then 80 kilograms for 10 reps, 10 push-ups. 90 kilograms, 10 reps, 10 push-ups. 100 kilograms, as many as I can get. Because by that time, with all the push-ups, chest starts getting tired. And then I keep doing, so bench push-ups, bench push-ups, bench push-ups until I can't do any more bench press. I started maxing out at 110 for 3 reps before they did the lockdown. And then if I'd have done it raw and mixed things up a bit, who knows? And by raw I mean, just doing a 1 rep max testing, that sort of thing. I've never actually done a 1 rep max testing. I've always just gone in straight with the pyramids and working my way up. And then when I fail that bench press, I always have a spotter. When I failed that one, I'll then go back to whatever I started with and try and repeat that first set plus push-ups. And anything else after that, supplementary exercise will be 4 sets of 10 or 4 sets of 12, and then usually done within like an hour, whatever exercise I choose afterwards. So I do the same for bench press, 1 day, shoulder press the next day, back pull-ups the next day, squats, deadlifts, that's 5 days. And then there's always 1 day of specific ninja training, or 1 day of climbing, or 1 day of calisthenic training if I want to get like say I was working on muscle ups for example, and then the 1 rest day. So pyramids, then with supersets, and that gives me the volume I need. But for someone who's an absolute beginner, it could just be 3 sets of 10 that is the volume you need to begin with. Everyone's got to start somewhere as well, please remember that. Happy to discuss any of these things in more detail as well. But yeah, that's basically my take on muscle building. If I've helped you out as payment for my advice, I'd love it if you give a shout out to my YouTube channel, Kinniku Ninja. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. I know it's a little bit niche. A lot of my subscribers, they join me for the fitness advice, and as soon as I see my language learning videos, they unsubscribe. Or they join me for my language learning advice, and as soon as I see the fitness videos, they unsubscribe. I'm a bit of a mixed bag. I like to make videos that I find enjoyable, or at least I think will help somebody out. So just try and stick with me for the long run. Okay? In the meantime, stay safe, keep strong, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.